We will soon, I guess, know who Donald Trump's vice presidential running mate is going to be. Trump intimated. Trump never really intimates, but I'm calling it he intimated. He intimated to Sean Hannity earlier this week that he would make the announcement right around or maybe at the RNC, which of course starts Monday. Now, one of the things that is fascinating, and it goes to the idea that Trump doesn't really have friends and that much of the Republican Party despises the guy, is that everybody who seems to be on the short list, the real short list, the final list to be Trump's VP, all seem to dislike the guy. And unless you completely suspend disbelief and tell yourself, oh, you know, they used to not like him, but now they do, we have to acknowledge that they almost certainly dislike him right now. There's an interesting Washington Post article, Unfit to Serve, Con Artist, how Trump's VP finalists once bashed him. And the article explains that the folks most recently considered as being Donald Trump's final shortlist, Senators J.D. Vance or Marco Rubio, they've called him everything from unfit to a con artist, and even worse than that. The article explains all of the different ways in which they have gone after Trump. J.D. Vance calling himself a never Trump guy, saying that he is unfit for the highest office in the nation, and so on and so forth. I think you get it. The specific comments don't really matter. Now, what are the defenses that have been put out there by people around Trump, like Jason Miller and other Trump aides, when they've been confronted and told, hey, all these people have attacked Trump and now they're on the short list? Jason Miller has essentially chalked it up to politics. It's politics. There's disagreements. People say different things. The reason that that explanation falls short, there's actually a couple reasons why it falls short, but one particular reason why the hand waving away as this is just politics and people say different things in politics and then, you know, you govern together, is that the attacks that and the barbs that have gone from Trump to his previous opponents and from Trump's previous opponents back to Trump, they are personal in a way that you don't as often see in politics, even when politics gets ugly. Trump saying Ted Cruz's wife is ugly, for example, or talking about Marco Rubio's appearance or whatever else the case may be, calling people lightweights when they levy even the softest and most minor critiques against Donald Trump. There is something different here, and the personal nature is different. The thin-skinned nature of Trump is also different. And this is something that, you know, on the one hand, it sometimes gets ugly in political campaigns, and that's true. The other side of it is that most candidates and people in politics have a thicker skin than Trump. And Trump is known for being particularly triggerable and thin-skinned, wanting and demanding absolute and complete loyalty, never question anything that he wants. And it goes to such a degree that Trump's supporters almost got Trump's former Vice President Mike Pence killed on January 6th. So I think it will be very interesting to see who Trump ultimately picks. It seems as though it will almost certainly be someone who dislikes Trump deep down, but they want access to power. They want to be a heartbeat or a breath away from the presidency of the United States. Many people would, and they would accept being VP to someone they dislike. I think it's obvious when you look at the totality of their backstories that all of these guys, Burgum, Vance, Marco Rubio, and others, on a personal level, probably, to quote Tucker Carlson, deeply despise Donald Trump, but they're willing to suspend all of it if they believe it's going to get them close to power. We'll see who it is before you know it. Then we will analyze.